Hello there, this is Cozy Misadventures. Thank you for joining me on my journey here on Aqualis. Today we are going to work on getting some of our systems in place. We did quite a bit of exploring on our new island last week, but today I really want to get things going. One of the things that we found on the island are these fish eggs. So I would like to get those in the water today. So let's see what materials we need. I know we have silk and bioplastic, but I don't think we have any phytoplankton. So that's going to be our first step. Let's go ahead and start generating that. Let's see. I do have 3 silkworms as well. Maybe I start generating some of that silk. Let's see if we can do both of those things at once. I don't think I have any oxygen actually. Well, I could just make some with my cobalt, but I know I have water and should have plenty of zeolite, or at least enough for now. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to need this zeolite later, but I do like the idea of getting the silk going, because if we've got the silkworms, we might as well. All right, we need some food. Grab a bean, head down to the water. We've got quite a bit of water and algae. I think it would be a great idea to get a bacteria generator going out here. Let's put our fish a little bit out of the way, or our fish farm, or what is it? Let's put our water life collector over here so it's not too far, but it can start going. I am going to set it to supply because I think sooner rather than later we will be making those drones. It's just a lot going on and a lot to manage right now. Okay, so once that phytoplankton processes and develops, we will be able to get our fish going. You can see right now we're at 0 on animals, so that's just going to give us a huge boost in our biomass. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put down our first heater and our first drill. We have not done any terraforming with those yet. You can see those are both at 0. I am trying to go slow and steady, but we're ready to move on, I think, at this point. Okay, so luckily I have all of these materials. It's something I planned for when I came to Aqualis. I brought extra drones because the drones are great. You can deconstruct them into their parts and pieces, which include a rocket. It includes the explosive powder, all of those things. I'm actually going to put, let's see, I want to put them away from my base. So let's put the heater here. Maybe. I don't like that it'll be within view, but I don't know that there's really any avoiding it. I am going to gather some materials while I'm out here because some of my basics, like the cobalt, are becoming less and less. Ooh, another iron. I missed that coming through. I think the big things I need right now are iron and cobalt. I missed a lot of iron. That's fabulous news. Did I just miss this whole beach? I don't think it regenerates. I have plenty of phosphorus, and that just comes from deconstructing those clamshells, which are found all over Aqualis. I will want so much cobalt because I want to start putting some windows in so we can see the great view that is this place. All right, I'm going to put the heater over here, or the drill, excuse me. I'm going to put the drill over here. Maybe it can hide a little bit. I think maybe my drill will be hidden by this hill, at least a little bit. I also want to make sure each of my terraformation generators are far enough from each other so that once I have the tier 2 optimizers, I am able to do 8 of everything and have them not reach each other. So, for example, I want 8 heaters. Did find another fish egg, so that is very exciting. Lots of cobalt. So much so that I am full. Let's go ahead and we need to build an energy screen. So let's go ahead and do that now. Create another desk. Let's see how much power we need to keep things going. Okay, so we do need a good bit. I'm not sure if I brought... Oh, I did. Okay, I wasn't sure if I brought any energy multipliers. I might need them later. I do have the ones I put in the extraction rocket to go back and forth if I needed it. But I'd rather not mess with that if I don't need to. Let's see if we've got all the materials to build this. Oops. We've got 1 explosive powder. Well, I can't make another explosive powder here because obviously I have no power. So let's go ahead. We're just going to deconstruct a drone right now. It's not a big deal. This is why I brought them. All right. Let's go ahead and get this set. And everything's moving again. All right, so I just put this screen up here so I can see those numbers move, and you will see heat and pressure going. So looks like I will probably unlock this tier 3 fertilizer before too long, but it's really not going as fast as I thought it might. Let's go check on our water collector and look at that. We've got some of everything. I'm just going to grab the photoplankton A right now because I don't have a ton of space up in my base. I can't remember if we can put 2 fish or just 1 fish in. So I'm going to grab both fish I have. And I've got plenty of bioplastic. Let's go ahead and grab our auto crafter materials as well, so we can start generating some bacteria. That way we could also build a trade rocket if we want and get some of those other fuses that we need. Now what I did forget is that I'm going to need a platform for the sand. Here's some iron. It must be respawning. I can't see myself missing so many pieces of iron as I walked around. I mean, I absolutely could have, but it would surprise me. All right, let's put our fish farm and we will see. Okay, only 1. We'll see how fast things start generating. All right, it is moving. Now that I found a piece of iron, I can put my autocrafter here. So we are just going to have it generate bacteria. We're going to set it to supply bacteria. Once we get those drones, which I know I keep talking about, I do think it is time for us to build our drone station just to help everything speed along as we are going. Let's see if we have everything or if we are going to have to wait. All right, so let's see if we can get some circuit boards going. That is the one material I'm really missing here, and I only have a few drones left from my initial prime shipment. Okay, so I can make 2, which is not bad. I think I have some bio nugget materials because I keep finding some mushrooms. So we'll try this again. Okay, so I can only make 1. I'm sure I'm missing mushrooms. I don't know if I have any seeds here. If I do, okay. Well, if I do have any seeds here, I need to plant them. But that might mean I might need to create our shuttle to go back to Prime to get some materials because I don't have any bees left. I do have 1 insect multiplier fuse. And you know what? I think it will be worth it to send a shuttle. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's send a shuttle. We have those 2 circuit boards. We've got quite a few rods. I have 1 cosmic quartz and 1 tier 2 rocket engine. So we just barely have the materials we need. Hopefully we have enough power. Let's see. Oof. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna need 300. I might go deconstruct something because I really would like to do a shipment and I do not have enough power and I don't have any more fuses. And I can't make energy fuses yet. I also don't have enough circuit boards to make a trade rocket. So let's go ahead and throw this interplanetary rocket platform. We'll put it right near the extraction platform if I can. Low power. Let's see, let's take down the trees for now. Oh, I don't know that I want to do that. No, we're going to leave the trees because they give us oxygen and it would be great if my oxygen increased a significant amount. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct our drill for right now. Now we've got enough power. We're going to send our shuttle to Prime. I don't want to get everything that's needed because I am trying to keep this pretty authentic. I am going to bring drones that I can use and deconstruct. It looks like I've got 11 extras right now. I'm going to bring some selenium because I want to build a tier 2 deconstructor. Let's go ahead and bring mushroom seeds, just 1. Going to need the materials for a farm. Some fertilizer. These. So we'll bring 4 fertilizer. I wonder if I have any more. I only have 1 insect multiplier fuse. That's going to have 1 bee in it already. And I'm going to bring 1 more bee. All right, let's go ahead and launch. I'm going to try not to bring too many things back, but that's going to give us a good start in creating our systems with our drones. You know, I probably should have grabbed some fuses, but I didn't, so that'll just be what it is. Looks like we've got about 150 energy production left, or extra right now, which is not much. Actually, what I do have, I think, is enough for a tier 2. So let's go ahead and do that. We can put our drill down and go from there, just to keep generating what we need. Now the downside is the energy fuse cannot reach that, so I'm actually going to move these down here for now, just so we can increase our power as much as humanly possible. And this way it will increase both. Okay, so right now I've got almost 700 power extra. So let's go place our drill back just so we can continue increasing our terraformation. You'll see we're closing in on the 200 MTI, which is where our tier 3 fertilizer is going to unlock. I don't really need that right this moment, but progress is progress, so we will keep on going. Okay, so our bacteria farm is going. It's not going to go super fast, but it might as well generate anytime it has the materials available. We'll just save these for later when we have a trade rocket, or if we want to make one of the other mutagens. Right now we're missing the larva for making a tier 2, but it's fine. While we're waiting for our shuttle to come back, let's head over to this island. It doesn't look like there's much there, but we might as well go check it out and see if there are any sort of materials that we can use at this point. All right, so it does look like there's a bunch of ore at least, and obviously we're gonna find some clams, so let's see what we can find. Ooh, some bioluminescence. We're gonna get all of that ore and phosphorus as well. Luckily I have the drone with us, or not the drone. Luckily I have our rover with us, and that's going to give us the storage we need and also some oxygen if we start getting low. And hopefully by the time we are done exploring this little piece of land, our interplanetary rocket will be back and we can get some things going. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of iron. Does seem like this is a great spot for a lot of the common on prime resources. So if you find yourself in need, I would absolutely recommend this island here. It's really close to where your pod will land. I would recommend bringing a fully upgraded rover though. Because you will probably need some oxygen. Do I see something down there? What is that? Oh, did you see it in the like glitchiness? I'm wondering if that's an island that we haven't yet gotten yet. Oh, that's funny. All right. Obviously we can't get it now. It'll unlock as we get some more terraformation. I'm hopeful that we'll get another island when we hit 200 here. But we'll see. All All right, so I've gotten every single clam, and you can see that it has just filled up my inventory, which is not a bad thing. Let's go ahead and put our rover down. This is going to give us oxygen and a place to store everything we need. Ooh, look at that. I am standing on top of my rover and increasing my oxygen. I've heard that you could do that before, but I don't know that I've ever done it. Well, that's neat. All right, at this point, I still have a lot of rover space, so I'm going to take a couple minutes and grab as much of the base materials as I can before I head back to my home base. Okay, so I've grabbed some, but we are about to hit that 200 terraformation, so I'm hoping an island is about to pop up. Let's see, we will know very, very soon because the screen will start to shake. Let's see. All right, so unlocked the tier 3 fertilizer. And I'm not seeing any islands right now. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping, but oh my goodness. What's right there? Probably further away than it looks. Oh, here it comes. Oh, this is giant. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. So here I am. And I do believe it was this area right here, this whole area that just rose. So it looks like a group of islands. I will definitely need to get myself set to make my way over there. And I am not ready for that yet, but I'm excited to see what's over there. Probably a good bit of loot. All right, so let's go ahead and check things out. I was able to completely fill my inventory and my rover's inventory, and I am now thinking that the drones are now a necessity. So let's go see. Our rocket should be back. Let's see if we can build that and have that help us unload. All right, so it does look like it has landed. Oh, and there has spawned a reef right underneath it. How cool. I didn't really mean to build right on top of a reef. Let's check out those materials. Okay, wonderful. That's going to give us everything I think that we need. And really at this point, I think I need to just take a little bit of time and set up those drones and some of my storage. And I think I'm going to do that before episodes. So let's go ahead and call this a day. But look at our beautiful island. It is starting to come together, but we still have a long way to go to build that paradise that we really want. All right, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. If you've got any ideas or comments about what we do next, let me know in the comments below. See ya.